season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnston.
Let's go.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. Back to throw. King. He's got it. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They run. Devontae Freeman. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Freeman. That one 28 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Looking to throw. Love. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here's Freeman. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quentin Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 2nd and 5. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
To throw is King on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Freeman. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's caught by Parker. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
On 2nd down, Freeman. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for them to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another 1st, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down now, it's Thornton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down, King. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Thornton. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
King now on 3rd and 2. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets will extend their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Quinnen Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And some room to run now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. What a spin. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
H3-2-18, chopper.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use. The Bills send the punter out. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. King. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go, baby.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Save. You're out. He's checking. Squeeze.
King from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Go. Squeeze, get in there. Check, cross, let up.
A final shot before break. Love, flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Strong right. 4 down. Check. Rush in. Check nickel. Watch twist. Yep. Twist.
Let's go. Get set. Go. Ready, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Love into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, past the 20, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Tight end left. Bravo!
They're going to try and throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Ready. Chopper. Tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 1st down, Love. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Echo. Tight right. Recon. 132 fight. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Delta.
From the gun, Love. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Brings up 3rd down.
You're on an island. Yep. Motion.
on 3rd and long. Love, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
2nd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Two, fellas, let's go. Mike, 6.
Rip right. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check. Lucky. General. West.
Kill.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The throw over the middle, taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Second and 1. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 78 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That second down play nets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This is Freeman, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. The trick play works. Excellent execution, 18 yards on that fake and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He was looking for Parker that time. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Watch the screen.
Second and 4. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Alert flare, alert flare. Rotate, spell, smoke smoke. Hey, check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Too little, cupcake. Hey.
Looking to throw. King. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Jets, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant ain't in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.